Hi there, thanks for coming back to the channel. The title for today's video is Why You Shouldn't Sell on Price. Keep watching and I'll give you my thoughts after the break. Hi there. Before we get into today's topic, if you've not subscribed already, today's topic, why you shouldn't sell on price. If you're new to the channel, I run a B2B content marketing agency. We provide written content and video content for B2B businesses. In the services industry and the services sector, it's very often that you'll be competing with other potential companies, and you must make a positioning, a value positioning that is based on something other than price. So it might be quality of service, it might be an exclusive network. These are just some examples. My company's value proposition is based on the level of service and the expertise we have within content marketing. I've been running Marketing Fundamentals for 10 years, but this is not a commercial. This is not just a video, a commercial dressed up as a video. This is a video about why you shouldn't sell on price. And the reasons are that when you start to receive inquiries and companies are interested in buying your services, these comments and this approach apply particularly well to B2B services. People will always try to negotiate on price. Often this means that they don't really understand the value that you bring. So they might say, oh, well, we've had a quote from another company and they are coming in at so many dollars, pounds cheaper than you per hour. Or if you've put into your cost estimate the number of staff, number of team members that are working on a particular project and how much they are and daily rates and so on. That's a problematic approach because it always encourages the potential client or client to try and chip away at those hourly rates or daily rates and to suggest that somebody else has offered to do the same project or the same tasks cheaper. Competing on price is not a good place to be. I understand that when people are starting out in business, they want to be competitive and get business that way. But competing on price is not a good thing to do. People will try and chip away at your price, and they'll always ask about rates, and they'll say, oh, why did this task take you 5 days? Or why do your developers need 2 weeks to work on this? Somebody else has said it's a week. So it's very problematic, and there's not a level of trust there. And I would encourage you to take instead of that, I'd encourage you to take a different approach. I'm just going to, if you're new to the channel, you haven't seen my LinkedIn. So on my LinkedIn, I help B2B business leaders with content strategy, content creation, social media marketing. And I've a lot of experience doing that. And there's no mention of we're going to do any cheap deals or whatever, because that's not the approach we take. What we'll discuss is the value that we'll bring. So the actions and the strategies that we'll implement will bring a certain amount of value to any prospective customer. That's what we'll focus on when we talk about taking on a project or taking on a contract. We'll also talk about the results. So we'll say that we are going to be engaged by yourselves, and we'll obviously have to mention a figure. So we'll mention a figure for a retainer, whatever that is, and then we'll say these are the kind of areas that we'll work in, and we'll talk about the areas. It might be social media marketing, it might be video production, etc. These are the areas that we're working in, and these, more importantly for the client, these are the results that you're likely to get. So we'll talk about the value that we bring, and we'll talk about the results that you're going to get from the activity. We won't sort of say person A is working on it 8 hours, or person B is working on it 4 hours, or this is 6 hours, etc. That's irrelevant, really. If you're delivering results and you're delivering value to your client, they should recognize your expertise, recognize your expertise and understand the value that you're bringing. The benefit of a content marketing agency working on your work is working on your business is that you don't need those in-house resources. An agency and agency fees, if you're looking at them in isolation, you might say, oh, these agencies is so much in additional cost, but then compare that to having that expertise in-house and paying full-time salaries for people doing that. in that way you wouldn't have agencies, but you would have lots of increased internal overhead. So I think when you're having these discussions with prospective clients and partners, you need to forget about or avoid the discussing price and sort of positioning yourself around a competitive price. You're not trying to be the cheapest in the market or the lowest in the market, and talk about the value that you bring. You need to impress upon them that you have actual case studies and testimonials from businesses that you've worked with, validating your claims around the value that you'll bring to the business, the return on investment they'll get, and ultimately the results, whether that's in new businesses, new contracts, new customers acquired, or new users for SaaS products, etc. So I just want to really underline, and I've had some recent discussions which made me make this video, I just want to really underline the fact that you should avoid selling your services. Let's imagine, obviously, you've got expertise in a particular area. Avoid selling your services on price. Sell them on value and sell them on results. I hope this discussion, because it's just a short discussion, has been useful to you. If it has, please give me a like. Click on one of the 2 screenshots to watch another video. And if you haven't subscribed already, thanks for watching. I look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye bye.